Hello, welcome back. My name is Natalie and I am today presenting you with my first card for Pixi Dust Design Team. So I'm super excited. I am using the Magic World paper collection. You can see the papers that I've picked on the side, and I'm just collecting all my dies. We're going to make a potion-y card today. So they're all die cut. I have a little bit of walnut stain that I'm going to go around quite a few of my die cut pieces. This banner you can sort of see, especially the one on the right now, how they have a little bit of an etched line to show you where to put them. There is some on the bottles, there's some etched lines on the, I'm going to assume they're corks. A little bit of, like these ones also have an etched line, a little bit of detail. And yes, I am going to be crazy enough to put ink on all of those little babies. You can see I'm going off my packaging here. So they're all done. It's just a little bit hard to show you, but there is etched lines on those. The super tiny ones don't so much, but they're easy. This is a little bit of weathered wood. I just have my bottle around the wrong way. And I'm going to go through just on the sides of my white cardstock potion bottles. Strictly speaking, the one at the very top left-hand side, he's an inkwell. But we'll keep that between you and I. I'm just going to place... I needed to take them off my sticky mat here, and I'm going to adhere all my little bottle tops, and there is a couple other pieces on the bottles, and I'm just again going by the packaging to which one fits on which bottle. And as you can see here, there are a little bit of difference between each of the tops, but they're very easy. I was going to put that final little piece, the little brown piece, at the bottom of my potion bottle on the top right, but we're going to do the liquid inside of that first, and then we will adhere the rest of him onto that. These are my colored pieces. I have some peacock feathers for this particular one, and I'm just sort of doing along the bottom and up the sides a little bit. This is mowed lawn, and flicking a tiny little bit on the top of it, and again it has some etched lines, so we just want to have that stand out a little bit more. And this one is wild honey. And then I've got, we'd adhere all of those down, so you can see I've put the black bottle, the inkwell. There is another piece to that, which is to go over, it has a feather that it will go into the bottle, and so you can tuck the very tip of the feather, the bottom tip of the feather, in behind and have another piece, so it gives it a little bit more of it that it's going into the bottle. But we're not going to use that today, clearly. So here's all my potions. I love that blue-green, the one we did the peacock feathers around. I love that bottle. I don't know how he stands up, but I love him. You're going to see him a little bit more, a lot more, let's be honest. So before I adhere all those down, I'm going to stamp him, and now I'm going to use some VersaFine clear ink in the fallen leaves color. It's gonna fall off a little bit, like the P, and a little bit of sort of either side, but you're not going to see it. You're not going to even, well, you will, because I spilled the beans, but the person that you give this card to are not going to tell. I'm using a little bit of post-it note to mask off the very bottom of my on me, and this is where we're going to repeat the process and mask off the top, ink that up, make sure you remove the post-it note because you could cry, And because the cardstock is a little bit of glossy, It's lovely thick cardstock. We're just going to seal that in with a little bit of clear embossing powder. So it's going to be nice and sharp. Again, with a little bit of the walnut stain around the edges. My mat was not sticking to my craft mat, so I don't know why. So bear with me for a little bit. Just going to go around. Like the paper sticks well to the card, to the mat, but the mat wasn't sticking very well to the mat. Anywho, never mind. I showed you before the edge, but you can sort of see it really well here. And then we'll do that with the other side. And in this close up, you can see it quite well with the edge designs. You could also raise that center banner up and have the bottom, the tail ends of the banner like flat. That would be really, really cool. But we're going to mount the whole lot up. And at this point, I actually already have put all my foam on things just to make it a little bit quicker for you guys. Adhere this piece flat. Now, this is an Australian card base, so I'm not giving you the finer details of the measurements, but there is a blog post and that will have all my centimeters and my inch measurements. But just be aware that my Australian card bases are often A4 piece of cardstock, so they tend to be narrower, a little bit narrower, but a little bit longer. So just be aware of that. Here, my blue, green, and my yellow bottles are going to be flat, and my inkwell is also flat to the panel here, our feature panel. And I'm just sort of getting position of where to place these bottles because I sort of want them to be overlapping a little bit. Give it a little bit of fun clustering them up. Remove all my foam, and I'm going to use my grid just to try and get him as straight as I can. At this point, he's not straight. Fix it. There we go. That's much better. The last thing that we're going to do is add some clear drops just here and there onto our panel. I'm going to adhere those with a little bit of glue. Just play around and figure out where to position all those babies. And that is going to be it. Now, if you like what you see today, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Let me know if you like this card. And that's it. That's all my card for today. So yeah, take care. Here is, if you'd like to see more, there's a couple more videos suggested there. Hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you very, very soon in the next video. I'm really excited about joining the team. Take care, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye bye.